thought this could get interesting. Here's interesting. An onside kick to start this thing. A scramble for it. I think the Patriots may have got it. They did. Carry for the five-time Pro Bowler, LaDainian Tomlinson. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. 5 yards on the game's first play. Second down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
From midfield now, here's Griffin. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A big play there. 50 yards. And the Pats have taken the early lead. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Jalen Reagor, 75 yards. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. That's a great response. You give up the first score of the game, but you go right down yourselves and get the equalizer.
I just had a flashback there. I remember playing in a game like that in college where one of my teammates had said in the media that week, the opposite team would be lucky to cross our goal line. They crossed it in the first minute of the game. On our first offensive play, we scored to answer back. Something similar to what we just saw there.
Very similar to what we just saw. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Griffin. Eluding the pressure right. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter.
The score, Falcons 14, Patriots 7. Tyler Bass set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this carries into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
sits at the line, ready to go. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. It's almost a tendency breaker.
Here's a first down throw that's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Well, every now and then I can speak from experience, because I do know as a defender it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes, because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender. And on that play, that worked quite well.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Antonio Gates. 35 yards. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Younghoe Koo is set to kick off.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Kyle Van Noy. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Another try after the first down sack. Brady, and he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Devin Hester, the intended receiver, but now it'll be 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and long.
Shotgun now for Brady. Harris has it over the middle. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Play action. Now it's Brady. Slot under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Kyle Van Noy picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. These two teams all tied after one. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. From the gun, it's Brady. And a diving grab. I think he got that, yes. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for third.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Flush to his right. And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. Now the throw took him beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. Well, that, my friend, I guess is the definition of a head-scratcher. 4th and long, this stage of the game. What were they doing?
I just have to believe that he looked at the situation, still in the first half, decided if there's a time to be aggressive, now was it, because there's still time to make up for it if things don't go right. Of course, a lot of questions on this one, and look, I want to go for it as much as anyone.
But 4th and long?
Yeah, I don't think I would have there. That one seemed a little bit on the irrational side.
Fans might be a little angry at that one. Now Tomlinson on 1st and 10. Only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On 2nd down, it's Tomlinson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
On 3rd down, Griffin. Wide open receiver complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A reminder coming up here at halftime, we'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. They'll run Tomlinson. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Makes the score Patriots 21, Falcons 14.
Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. But scramble for it. I think the Patriots may have got it. They did. Well, they just scored. They got the lead, and they decide to keep their foot on the accelerator, so to speak.
Scouting, scouting, scouting. They had to have seen something in their preparation for this game that told them in this situation, if they get the look they like, let's go ahead and go for it anyway. They like being bold.
And they'll run with LT to begin the drive. They'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. That he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Now how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterback.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown.
Touchdown.
And he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead now up to 14.
Set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Fielded in the end zone. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
The conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Operating from the gun, Brady. Finding Harris over the middle. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Brady now on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Again, it's Brady. Eluding the pressure right. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Jackson. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. On first down, Griffin. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Good job. Intercepted. The Falcons take over 1st and 10.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
The final shot before half for Brady. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw over the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, and how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. A very interesting call, and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
And the Patriot first down.
Off the play fake. Here's Griffin. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And this is caught by Gates for a Patriots touchdown.
Man, it's good to see you on that, man.
Antonio Gates. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Patriots add on to their lead. He's got it, and the lead stretches to 35-14.
35. Falcons 14. Younghoe Koo set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
From the gun, Brady. He'll fire it deep for Rager. He's got a man, complete. And they finally are able to take him down at the opposite 47.
First and 10.
Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
And he's got some space here. Touchdown, Falcons. A great play there. 47 yards. And the Falcons get a bit closer.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They'd done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting in a great spot, up 2 scores here in the third quarter. Here's a quick throw caught by Allen. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. Quickly completed to the right flat. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Griffin. Right side catch. This is Gates. And now nothing but green ahead of him. He's at the 30. 10. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Antonio Gates. An even 90 yards. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they end up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Younghoe Koo set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. fielded near the back of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's second down now.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Flushed out right, toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Flush to his right, going deep for Diggs. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Brady not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it here on fourth. They do go for it. It's Brady. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on fourth. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. Brady now on first down. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. He's got it at the 15. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Jalen Reagor, 76 yards. And the Falcons cut into that lead. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Deion Sanders. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
So after the INT, it's Brady. Steps away to his left. This ball complete to Reagor. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The end result, 21 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
We give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Operating from the gun, Brady. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. And they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Brady to throw for it on 4th down. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. Dan Quinn's guys unable to come through there on 4th down. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. To throw is RG3. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
After the sack on 1st down, Griffin looking left sideline. It's complete. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A gain of 32 that time. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Griffin. And the pressure getting to RG3. He's brought down for the sack.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Keenan Allen, 44 yards. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead.
Is good.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Younghoe Koo set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
On 1st down, Brady. That'll be caught. Rager with it. And he's got this way down inside of New England's 10-yard line. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. This is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. From 6 yards away. And the Falcons get a bit closer. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. It was Bryce Callahan jarring the ball free defensively.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver. 3rd down here.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. finds his target. It's Gates. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Antonio Gates, 75 yards. And the Patriots add on to their lead. Well, that's pretty impressive, Charles. It's one thing to be an elite speed wide receiver and have all that yards after the catch into the end zone, but from your tight end?
Yeah, you don't get that very often. What you're describing is more like a Tyreek Hill, a Devontae Adams, and Antonio Brown. You're not talking about a guy that lines up or can line up in line and look like an extra tackle on running plays. He took that bad boy downfield just like he was a scat back.
Before the game, he told me, I'm going to have a zinger or two today. And I was like, oh, a zinger or two? I guess that's a zinger, right?
That's a zinger.
Yeah, slightly more difficult attempt here from the 20. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points.
Makes the score Patriots 56, Falcons 35. Younghoe Koo set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
See how they handle the waning moments of this one. Rolling to his left. Throw left side going to be taken in by Harris. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. A big-time play there for the Falcons. 47 yards.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Throwing on second and long. Brady, and that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
On third and long, it's Brady. Open right side, complete to Rager. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts, as he'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. And they're going to go for this. Just 1 for 3 so far on fourth down tries. They're trying again. They'll go for it. It's Brady. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. The Pats at the line ready to go. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
And that one hits the ground incomplete. So now just 4 ticks left in this one. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Oh, Griffin's going to throw. Going to let this thing go deep for Gates. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jamal Adams. big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they?
Set to kick off.
And we are underway at Allegiant Stadium. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Eyes.
Start with a carry by LaDainian Tomlinson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 24-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Griffin. That one's complete to Tomlinson. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 11 yards there, first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Antonio Gates, 65 yards. And the Pats have taken the early lead. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call. But he got it, took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
Set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Taken in the end zone. And this will be a touchback, no return for Ayuk.
At their own 25-yard line.
They run for the first time with Benny Snell. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
From the 30 on second down, Tannehill. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Gates, the intended receiver there, and it's third down.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker roll that they can fall back on anymore.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the gun, here's Tannehill. Open man, it's Allen. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Snell on the shotgun handoff. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. On 1st down, it's Snell again. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brought down at the 30-yard line. A gain of 9.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. Allen has it, left side. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
One of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They'll go with Snell here on 1st down. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
On 2nd down, it's Snell. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Tannehill. And this is for his running back, Tomlinson. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Tannehill staying out there. They're going to go on 4th down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Nothing. Adam Vinatieri on for the field goal. A 23-yard attempt.
Vinatieri's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yep.
Now look out. Griffin hit, and he lost the football. It's loose.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. There's Griffin to throw. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he takes it all the way up to the 47. A gain there of 21 yards.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
On 1st and 10, it's Griffin. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. They'll throw on 1st down with Griffin. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
I like what they tried to do there. They didn't get a completed pass downfield, but they came up with a momentum play. Big-time gain on the previous snap. Came right back and threw one deep, hoping to catch them on their heels.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 18. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. 10 more there and another first down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be Tomlinson. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Great call to hand that one off, and his running back did the rest.
Someone read their keys correctly, and on the defensive side of the ball, they certainly did not, because they really essentially were just going to swarm the quarterback. They kind of guessed themselves out of the play, and guess who benefited? The guy with the football.
To kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Going deep here. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Give them 32 on the play.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Out of the gun, Tannehill. He finds Tomlinson as running back. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Tannehill. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and short.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap and he locked in on his target. But he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Tannehill throwing again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Tannehill on first down. That is caught inside the 5. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Throwing again is Tannehill. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Hunter Henry in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cardinals have cut it to within a score. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10.
Makes the score Patriots 14, Cardinals 10.
4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Patriots take over first and 10.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Likely time for one final snap as they start out first and 10. Final play of the half. It's Griffin. Now look out. Griffin hit, and he lost the football. It's loose. But I think the Patriots are going to hang on to the football. They do. They get it back. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. And the Cardinals hands team able to secure the football. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A gutsy call there. Yates at the locker room with a lead. Tried the onside kick. It didn't work.
And you just wonder what the gain was there. They were already in the lead. They were in control of the game. They may have given momentum now to their opponent and maybe kick-started things going in the opposite direction.
On first down, Snell. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Here's Snell yet again. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Well, we know it's a tough mission for this defense to hold them to a field goal after that long kick return, but they're one play away from doing it.
They certainly are very close to accomplishing what they needed to get done because they've treated this like a sudden change. You know, when the offense turns the ball over on a fumble or an interception, before you go out, you get together as a defense and go, sudden change, keep your poise, be ready to go. That's exactly what this group has done.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, second and goal.
4-yard line.
They'll run with Snell. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Now here's Snell. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. Able to punch it in on third down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a fourth down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up, never even got to it.
And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. On second down now, Tomlinson. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
He had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
They'll run on first down. Tomlinson. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
They go play action with Griffin. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
They hit that crossing route really well. Excellent timing, puts it right on him, and he keeps running.
Yeah, turned it upfield for good yardage. A couple of first downs, has the football position at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Give the sack to Lawrence Taylor.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. They run with LT. Room to run past midfield. And down right around the 37. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he's struggling, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
14.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Play action. Now Griffin. Looking for his tight end Gates, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you could see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Tannehill looking for Ayuk, and he's got him. Touchdown, Cardinals. Brandon Ayuk, 83 yards. And the Cardinals push further out in front. And Charles, I had an offensive coordinator tell me one time that they designed every play to score. I don't know how true that is, but he had to run a long way after that catch. Heck of a play.
I think that when he was telling you that, he was designing run after catch in every play. I mean, that's the only way to put it in there, and that's what we got on that one. Nice catch, an even better run for big yardage.
And there's been a Terry now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Off the play fake. Here's Griffin. Right side catch. This is Gates. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the shotgun, Griffin. Whipping one into Allen. That's complete. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. A gain of 6 there on first.
At the Cardinals' 26-yard line.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Deion Sanders, the Hall of Famer, with a pick.
We always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
After the interception, here's Tannehill. Going deep here for Allen. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this deep into Patriot territory. A big-time play there by the Cardinals. 52 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. From the 4, it's 2nd and a couple. Here's Tannehill. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Lawyer Malone. And he will take it out to the 25-yard line. And now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, a 2-score contest and still time left here in the 4th.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no, but the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
After the interception, here's Griffin. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
his throw is going to be incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open.
And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Lawrence Taylor in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Play action. It's Griffin. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Griffin to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They'll get 19 out of this, but it will still bring up a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals.
Searching for that thing to get them higher. You can't catch my drift, can't catch my wave. Damn, Kane, you done kill Abel. Unbalanced land, trying to keep the people stable. The way I feel, I might it all up. The way you feel, you might do it for the buck. All black, born to be a rebel. After this, I might go and water down the devil. Listen to everything around me, I can't see. Picked a dozen roses and left them in Galilee rolling thunder. Don't hear my cry, don't let alibis pass you. I finally starting to realize, never give up and coincide. Can't watch TV, it's all a lot. Tired of trying, go ahead and fly. Everybody want a straight answer, but media keep us blind. A good heart is not hard to find. Why the people try to define infrastructure right? I don't got time, infrastructure right? I don't got time. I could it's all to we're talking about you, about to protecting the sons and daughters from political slaughter. Someone put me out cause I'm on fire. I can't give up about what they say. They've been searching for that thing to get them higher. You can't catch my drift, can't catch my wave. Never play by the rules, guess I'm paying my dues. They gon' try to intrude, poison the multitude. They be quick to accuse, when you got different views. Just know you gon' pay the price, best up the item you choose. Many ties in the culture, hit you with them K Ultra. I knew you was a vulture, Holy Ghost get the ushers. No, I can't trust you. Shock you, then now you fluster. Crashing down, I was cluttered. Doing this so subtle, falling out through the rubble. Remember this in jungle, the top I was gonna get something. The middle gotta stay hunting. Why the rush left for nothing? 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 Agitated illusion, only built for confusion. The institution, modern day execution. Think I knew the solution. Maybe not should I do it? Just put it in the music. Just put it in the music. Someone put me out cause I'm on fire. I can't give up about what they say. They've been searching for that thing to get them high. my drift, can't catch my wave. You'll burn out if you jump into the fire. Can you feel it rushing through your veins? Though you make it all that you desire. No city was that never be the same. You burn out if you jump into the fire. Can you feel it rushing through your veins? Though you make it all that you desire. No city was that never be the same. You burn out if you jump into the fire. Can you feel it rushing through your veins? Though you make it all that you desire. No city was that never be the same. Yo, who told us we ain't gonna win, man? Really? He's a bozo. Bozo. Really? Yeah, we did a lot for the wins. Came in a drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. I had to tighten the plan. Yeah, I got it right in the end. Now we on top once again. I don't want it if it ain't love. If it ain't, get it away from me. Who you gon' jack if it ain't us? LABB to the bakery. Some mad that I came up. I know my granny gon' pray for me. It was just us in the vacancy. We had to get it from A to B. Wheels never felt like this. 2 seats in the hills, how I feel righteous. Blue sheets for the mills, but the deal priceless. New keys can't kill what's still private. I might just double it up. Did it? Never enough, I'm with it. 5, 2, 3 on the business. Whole team got wins and the wheels still spinning. I told them what I told them. We did a lot for the wins. Came in a drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. Hey, I had to tighten the plan. I got it right in the end. Now we on top. Got a spot and it's locked to the click all in. I got ops, if he drop, I just hit my dance. I was pop, they just watched, had to take my wins. They wouldn't let me in. I've been on 10 cents. Who really holding it down? I've been holding it down and I go it again and again. Who was the dummy that died? I'm the coldest around, but he folding again and again. I'm in the what? I'm in the day. I'm doing 30 on 30 and up. You in the what? You in the way. Either you rolling or rolling the dust. You with us or what? Keep it running. We did a lot for the wins. Came in a drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. I had to tighten the plan. I got it right in the end. Now we on top once again. We did a lot for the wins. Came in a drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. Hey, I had to tighten the plan. I got it right in the end. Now we on 10. Irresponsible without your money or not. Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hand on the clock. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Come like a bat of the hell, I dare you to cross like a reverend. And my energy paralyzed, I'm like I'm finger 11. Take a second, I'm finna send it like a parent. A message, you the best. You a mess. You was scary to me. Heard you was a leader, but that ain't apparent to me. Put dust on you like cheetah, run up and I'm there in the scene. And I feel just like Vegeta Prince.
And, wow, a gamble here right off the bat. An onside kick to begin the game. A scramble for it. I think the Patriots may have got it. They did.
Let's do it. Lock up. Let's go.
They go play action. Griffin. And it's complete to Antonio Gates. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 13 yards on the game's opening play.
First down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Give him 7 on the play, and it'll bring up a second down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
That one, a first down pickup of 8. Throwing again, Griffin. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. To throw again is Griffin. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Deion Sanders. To the end zone, a pick 6 for the 49er D as they score a touchdown. Well, when both guys went up for the ball, I just thought, who's going to come down with it? I didn't think he'd come down with it and then take it all the way for a touchdown.
That's battling, isn't it? Because normally, if both guys go up for it and come down with it, the tie goes to the offense. The defensive player didn't want it to be a tie at all. He wanted a little bit more, took it, and went the other direction.
And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead.
That's the score. Niners 7, Patriots nothing. Mitch Wishnowsky to kick off for San Francisco.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's going to be brought down inside the 5 at the 3.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
Back to the air, RG3 after the pick 6. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended target, and that'll bring up second down. To throw again, Griffin. He's got a man. That's caught, left sideline. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. 16 yards, a first down.
Patriots.
From the gun, it's Griffin. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by the safety, Taylor Mays. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that is caught. But he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge, incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
This will be caught just inside the 10. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
Back to throw here. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
It's about how teams are so competitively matched and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal? That's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. And the lead moves to 10-zip. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
New England.
Bootleg. He's got the hook up here on the comebacker, complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Off play action. Griffin. Caught by Gates, left side. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they are fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
From the red zone now, here's Griffin on 1st down. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
And 14.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Off the play fake. Griffin. 4th down now as San Fran's defense is strong in coverage.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
A 34-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. Now that's something of a pick-me-up. The offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it. Those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 30, right?
Not one that I've ever met. Some guys just simply have it, and Randy Moss is one of those guys. His big playability, once again, on display right there.
That's what he's known for. He averaged 15.6 yards per reception during his playing days. Highest career yards per catch average for any player with 900 or more receptions. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll look to throw here. Dance, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2.
Brings up 3rd down.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Eluding the pressure right. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. Here's Mitch Wishnowski now.
Formation for the 49ers.
And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point seeding.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
A big play there on the catch and run. 56 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Antonio Gates there to make the grab. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. And he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece.
Younghoe Koo is set to kick off.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken down at the 9.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Now the question, what do you do here? Time, not really an issue. You got over a minute, but you figure from this spot you'd need a good 50, 60 yards to even consider a field goal try.
Yeah, so there's optimism there, but there's also a little bit of restraint, right? You got to make sure you don't take a sack here. Don't end up in the end.
Touchdown, 49ers have now taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. from way up at the 23.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jumps.
And got his man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one good for 37 yards.
First down, New England.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. Off play action. Griffin. Allen has it left side. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another first down, this time on a gain of 19. Now it's Griffin. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
At the 10-yard line.
To throw again on second down. Griffin. Stepping up, he'll try and run. The Patriots will take their third and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. 49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for third down. The play fake. Griffin. And this is caught by Gates for a New England touchdown.
Touchdown, New England.
Antonio Gates, as the first half is winding down. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. And he gets it to go, and we're all even. 17 apiece.
Ties the game at 17. Younghoe Koo set to kick off.
17-17 the score. All even to this point as it kicks away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. They'll throw now on the final play. Oh, he'll take a shot from McCaffrey downfield. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the great one, Darrelle Revis. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give it.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Steeler legend Troy Polamalu with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Devin McCourty brings him down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 11-yard line.
2nd and 5. That's complete right around the 8. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Makes the score Niners 24, Patriots 17.
Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. From way up at the 23.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Looking deep for his tight end Gates. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards to play. And the Niners get there and bring him down. DeForest Buckner never giving up. He works his way to the QB for a loss of 12. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Dump off here complete. LT hit and the ball is out. And now there's a scoop down by the 49ers. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
Sanders with a first down carry, but he's going to be stopped up behind the line. A loss of a couple there.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Out to and a big loss here as he's taken down.
By Kyle Van Noy. A 15-yard loss brings up 3rd down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking deep downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They'll They'll try and throw for it here. And this is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Patriots take over. They're going to have terrific field position. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. The tackle by Troy Polamalu. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's Griffin. And the pressure getting to RG3. He's brought down for the sack.
3rd down. 3rd and long.
Back now here in Santa Clara. It's Patriot football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's Patriot football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Drops this off to Tomlinson, complete. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the 1st. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
4th down.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They're going on 4th down. It's Griffin. And Allen's got it. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down. Trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You stop to get it done as you noted, and they did.
Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the Niners' 11-yard line.
Griffin will throw again. They set up the screen to LT. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run.
Man, go to bed.
Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow.
Lols sheep.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment.
About 2.
But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Here's Moss with a catch out of the backfield. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 4-yard line. That'll be marked is a 27-yard pickup.
That gets them the first down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They'll set up to throw. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. It's a gain of 5, and it's a second down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. They'll run with Sanders. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. On play action, they'll throw. And incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Back to throw. Left side here to Sanders. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. And now they're going to get the timeout. So a huge play has them in field goal range with a chance to possibly send this one to OT. So now it'll all come down to Robbie Gould. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. And they will take a knee and set up what would be a potential game-winning field goal try. And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. And this is good. Robbie Gould knocks it through in a pressure spot. And Union Street will be hopping tonight. The 49ers have won it. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game,
One more, I guess.
first statesman of the NFL, Adam Vinatieri, set to get us started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. Set to return it, here's Turner. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. To throw is RG3. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And right away, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. Not only a fumble loss there, but a fumble lost on your first drive in your own territory.
Now you're dealing with a lot of stuff here because you feel bad going off the field because you gave up the football. How does your own defense feel now having to go out there and stop them when the momentum is clearly shifted in their favor?
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Give him 10 yards on the keeper, and it'll lead to a 2nd down.
It's 2nd and inches at the 21-yard line.
He's got the 1st down inside the 10, and he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. So not his arm, but hurting him with his legs. A gain of 19 on the keeper and a 1st down. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty, but when it doesn't, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. He can run for it, and he will. He's going to be marked down very close to the 1st down marker, but it looks like he's a yard short. The keeper good for only 4, and that's going to lead to a 4th down. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They run with Neal, and he didn't get there. Knocked backwards to the 2-yard line. They tried to let the fullback pound it in between the tackles, but he stopped up short. And the Patriots get the football back. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the 2nd sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now he dumps this off over the middle. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Now Griffin. And this is going to be incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. They're running. Tomlinson. And his first carry, he loses the football. And this one's going to go out of bounds, so no recovery. But on 4th down, a change of possession anyway. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there. But they do convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Out of the gun, Griffin. And that's into the hands of Eckler. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. 11 yards there, just like last play.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted.
That's what it is, man. That's what it is.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip.
Makes the score Eagles 7, Patriots nothing. Set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
Over 1st and 10. Let's go. At their own 20-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From the shotgun, Griffin. Gates has it over the middle. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Griffin. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he will have a Patriots 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they had been seeking.
That throw into the arms of Allen. And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Griffin, he'll get this to Eckler. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's Tomlinson. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down.
15-yard line. A 1-yard gain.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. That when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. And it's caught. And the Patriots are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Only a yard that time, second and goal. On second and goal, they'll give it to him again. And this time he is in. LaDainian Tomlinson taking it in. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
The game at 7.
So we'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
Hey, a simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position where we were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 6 yards there on the keeper. It's second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up the touchdown.
And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a third down. Yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And Sanders now to return. A 46-yard punt, 4-yard return. And the Patriots take over.
Take over first and 10.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Going to throw right side here, complete. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. And he's got his man on the out route. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And this is Tomlinson. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these 2 teams as we come back for this second half.
Waku set to kick off.
It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
At the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're not doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt. Partner, when you're not able to run the ball successfully, it really messes everything up for an offense because no longer are you setting the tone and dictating the game. If you do want to throw the ball, play action's kind of gone out the window because they don't respect the run. And last but not least, you don't get to dictate it all when you want to throw the football. And that really hurts you as an offense.
On 1st down, Griffin. Throwing right, and that's complete. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Partner sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go. And let's see who's faster.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. They'll run. Tomlinson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
At the Eagles' 7-yard line.
They go again to Tomlinson, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make it 3rd and goal. Now it's Griffin. This will be caught at about the 6, and he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
For the field goal, a 22-yard attempt.
And this one is right through. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 4.
He may try and run for this. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the fourth quarter. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. He's going to run again. Room here to run. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Taysom Hill, 30 yards. And the Eagles, if they hit the PAT, they will be in the lead. So a design run all the way, and he took it the distance. I don't know that anybody saw that coming.
Well, on this play, how about the vision of it? Being able to see the open field, make his move, and get there. Oftentimes, defenses have a spy for the quarterback position to try and take care of it. On that play, if they did, it certainly didn't
lost.
work. Yeah, there's no doubt.
And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 and the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Now it's Tomlinson. Only able to make it to the 15 after the broken tackle. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Now the 2nd down throw on target. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On 3rd down, Griffin. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. In for the sack, Deion Jones.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Antonio Gates, 84 yards. And once again, the Patriots are back out in front.
Youngway Kuhn lining up.
So minutes after giving up the lead in the fourth quarter, they say not so fast. Big play, and they grab that lead right back.
And talk about a seesaw game. Up, down, up, down. Did you have a seesaw? Did you play that when you were a kid?
Oh, yeah.
Huh?
Out on the playground, absolutely.
You had to make sure that you matched weight, though, on the other side, though, right? Otherwise, you could be up in the air a long time.
By the way, we're not done in this one. I think we're set up for an exciting finish. And Rager will not return it, so it'll come out to the 25 on the touchback.
Yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
It's 4th down.
So down 6, and they know they need this one on 4th down. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as he'll wind up going backwards. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Patriots take over, and they're going to have terrific field position. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Tomlinson on 1st and 10. And this thing gets blown up well behind the line of scrimmage, but the marker is down on the field. Who's this against? So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. On the counter, it's Tomlinson. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Justin Pugh, the left guard that time with a flag. Griffin to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. Now RG3, and right side, Henry's got it. Oh, he's got some breathing room, and he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Here's Griffin, and it's complete. Henry, and down inside the 15 he goes. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go.
they picking. Snakes out, they hissing, but I can't hear when the crowd screams. Still balling like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in it. Eating blood across it where the blood thinner. Juice stay turned like, you know. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter, what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number one, number two never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna call my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, gotta know juice to end the drought. Yeah, I bought like 23. Won't fall again, and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Come for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion. Reaching my goals, I do not feel ashamed. I'm a dog, I'm a beast, and I cannot be tamed.
An onside kick to start the game. A scramble for it. I think the Patriots may have got it. They did.
Patriots.
First carry for the five-time Pro Bowler, LaDainian Tomlinson. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Griffin. Going right side here, and that's complete. That one good for 12 yards. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
And he is going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Griffin. And this one's incomplete. A 14-time Pro Bowler, Tony Gonzalez, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, and we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that, he rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. The 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw. A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip.
Makes the score Eagles 7, Patriots nothing. Adam Vinatieri set to kick off.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Set to return it. Here's Turner. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Griffin. And it's complete to Antonio Gates. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They'll throw on 1st down with Griffin. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Now Griffin on 1st down. He's got his running back, LaDainian Tomlinson. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A very solid gain of 27.
Patriots, 1st down. 1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
Looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. Griffin keeps it, and he is in. Touchdown, New England. RG3 keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. And they wasted no time, right down near the goal line, and they just sneak it in.
Just do what you need to do. Big guys going up front. Have the field general, the leader, just fall in behind him.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep, and Rager will not return it, so it'll come out to the 25 on the touchback. On 1st and 10, Hill. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. 7-7, our score after 1.
The score tied 7-7.
Interception. Here's Griffin. And to the right side here, it's Allen. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That'll be a New England 1st down, a gain of 12.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Right side catch. This is Gates. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Tomlinson. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Patriots have taken the lead. Solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
25-yard line. The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
At the 37-yard line.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Elliott, the ball carrier.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. And now a hook up downfield on 2nd down. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
At the 32-yard line.
On first down, it's Elliott. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Chewing up big yardage, another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They keep on the ground with Elliott. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. Guess who? J.J. Watt, as he so often does, getting in there to wreak havoc. So still 14 yards to go, 2nd down. Hill going to try and run with it. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
1st and 2nd down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Fine work by the Patriot D there, and it's 4th down. Field goal coming from Younghoe Koo. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
Set to return it. Here's Turner. And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line.
10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And you're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Throwing now, Griffin on first down. And it's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. Looking for Woods that time, and that'll make it 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. He can run for it, and he will. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Shotgun again to Elliott. Oh, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up. Loose football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. Set to return it, here's Turner. And a less than desirable return as he's out of bounds at the 15-yard line.
At their own 15-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is.
Antonio Gates. He's at the 40. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Antonio Gates, 85 yards. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. And you know, you and I praise tight ends in today's game a lot for being just like a bigger body wide receiver. Boy, a play that long from that position, you just didn't used to see that as much.
No, you were really just counting on the tight end position to catch the football and get what they got on the catch. And now it's the run after the catch that makes him so dangerous. Hard to bring those big guys down when they get rolling.
Couldn't bring him down here. Got into the end zone. Taken about 7 yards deep. And Rager will not return it, so it'll come out to the 25 on the touchback.
irresponsible without your money or not. Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hand on the clock. Oh, you irresponsible without your money or not. Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Come like a bat of the hell, I dare you to cross like a reverend. And my energy paralyzed, I'm like I'm finger 11. Take a second, I'm finna send it like a parent a message. You the best, if it ain't me, then you need you a confession. You a mess, you ain't scary to me. Heard you was a leader, but that ain't apparent to me. Put dust on you like cheetah, run up there, I'm there in the scene. And I feel just like Vegeta Prince, and I'm an heir to the seat. I mean, for real. Touch the driver's soft so I don't even grab the wheel. That's on my chest, but it don't mean the man is stealing. Me and I'm walking with some money, man. I mean,